Happy morning, everybody. It's our pleasure to welcome the dignitaries, CA aspirants, and audience who are physically and virtually present here to the one-day seminar of Bank Branch Audit. We would like to call the dignitaries on the dais.
I think there can be a collective leadership. Maybe some symbolize the struggle a little more than others. But I think it's absolutely necessary for the leadership to be united in order to make the revolution effective. Stating this, now it's time to welcome the dignitaries onto the dais who have been unitedly working for the betterment of the CA community. I hereby invite CA Srinivas, the chairman of Bangalore branch of SIRC of ICAI, to please come onto the dais. I humbly request CA Kavita Parmesh, the chairperson of SICASA of Bangalore branch of SIRC of ICAI, to come upon the dais. I would like to welcome our honorable chief guest, CA Ananda Krishna, onto the dais. Thank you, sir, for providing your gracious presence to join us today to enhance our joy and learning. I extend my hearty welcome to CA Shripad, sir, being member of Bangalore branch of SIRC of ICAI. I request the dignitary to come on to the dais.
We also request Pramod sir also to come on the dais. Mamish and Bhaskar being member of CASA Bangalore also to come on the dais. Now, we request Chairperson of SICASA Bengaluru, Kavita ma'am, to give her welcome address.
Good morning, everybody. I extend my warm greetings to the distinguished guest of the day, CA Ananda Krishna, sir. Welcome, sir. And the branch chairman, CA Srinivas. Welcome to you, sir. Our chief secretary of Bangalore branch of SIRC, CA Pramod. Co-operative member of SICASA, CA Shripad. And the students committee members, Maunesh and Bhaskar Marathi. And the most important is the students who are present here in person, as well as the students who are watching us and present in the seminar virtually. So today, it gives me a great contentment to be standing here and addressing this gathering. You know, this is the first event of SICASA post this pandemic and the change of office bearers of managing committee. So it gives me a great contentment to be standing here. The subject for today's seminar is on the bank branch audits, for bank branch audits. Banks are the lifeline of any economy. They have a significant impact on the socio-economic progress of any society, and audit of such banks is a very, very important and crucial function of chartered accountants. This is a responsibility entrusted to us by the society, and we are also, by carrying out this audit, we are also assisting the regulators and the government in their duty of monitoring the banks. So this becomes, therefore, this is a very, very crucial audit function. Just to give you an insight of what is the banking system in India, today, as of today, with all the consolidation of the banks, there are 12 nationalized banks, public sector banks, 22 private sector banks, 46 foreign banks, 56 regional rural banks, 1,485 urban cooperative banks, and 96,000 rural cooperative banks. So this is the vast area, vast system of banking what we have in India. The total number of ATMs which are there in India is around 2,13,000. So, and the assets which the banking sector has is 2.48 trillion. Out of that, the public sector, that is the banks which we will be auditing through in the next coming months, the assets owned by these public sector banks is USD 1,602.65 billion. So you can understand from this what is the magnanimity of this and the colossal role what we have as auditors in the audit of these banks. So, so therefore it is a very, very important function of chartered accountants and the aspiring chartered accountants, which means it is very critical for all of you to understand what is needed to do carry out this audit, and that's where this seminar has been organized today. And today's speakers and the subjects for this audit has been chosen keeping the current needs and challenges in these audits. So I'm sure that all of you will be taking benefit of this. COVID-19 has been an unprecedented challenge for all of us. We have never seen this. This has been probably the most challenging times of in this century, I would say. So because of this, the CICASA activities, we could not carry out the way it used to, the grandeur fashion in which Bangalore branch used to carry out its CICASA activities could not be done. This year, hopefully the COVID-19 is past us and we want to bounce back. In fact, not just bounce back, take it to the newer heights. And therefore, I would request all the students to actively participate because we have planned a lot of activities. In fact, the first and foremost activity which I am elated to share with all of you in this gathering will be that we will be hosting the National Conference of Students in Bangalore. So that's a very important activity for us, and I would request all of you to actively participate. Apart from this, we also have planned many seminars, conferences, workshops to make the learning easier for all of you, and also this learnings what you get here in these seminars and workshops will enable you to pass and come out with flying colors in your exams. So most important these are all kept in keeping your examination and your future in mind. So I would request all of you to take advantage. So is this only of learning and is there no fun? No, we have planned some fun activities also where all of you can bond and meet and then show your talents also. So we'll have some industrial visits, we'll have some excursions and also talent shows. We have lined up a host of activities we will be intimating you all through the year, and I would want to see more and more of you to come and participate in this. Right? With this brief about the activities planned for this year, I extend my warm welcome to our Chief Guest CA Ananda Krishna sir. Thank you for accepting our invite, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Moving ahead, I extend my warm welcome to our branch chairman, CA Srinivas, who has been helping us and guiding us through this. So welcome to you, sir. I have my corporate member, the CICASA corporate member, CH Sripad. So I welcome you to this event. Our branch secretary, CAP Pramod, thank you for being here. Welcome. CICASA office bearers, Maunesh and Bhaskar Marathi. Yeah. Welcome to you. Most importantly, you are the reasons for this event and you motivate us to carry out the events. So I welcome all of you to this event and I wish and hope that you will take a full opportunity of this event and you will all be enriched with knowledge post this seminar. Welcome to you all and thank you.
Enlightening the importance of today's seminar and also telling the activities which are lined up in Sikasa, Bengaluru.
Now, I would like to call upon CA Srinivas T. Sir, who has been elected as 53rd Chairman of Bengaluru branch of ICAI for the year 2022 and 23. He is a practicing chartered accountant with over 15 years of professional experience, specializing in direct taxation, GST, audit assurance, and company matters. He has previously served as Vice Chairman, Secretary, Treasurer, and Chairman for Sikasa at Bengaluru branch. Now I request him to address the gathering.
Senior member of our profession, CA Ananda Krishna sir, dynamic chairperson of Sikasa, Secretary Pramod, Shripad, Sikasa committee members, Senior Chartered Accountant Raghunath sir, and my dear students. Happy morning to you all. Sound barlila. Happy morning. You should be louder. First session, still inauguration. You should give josh to other faculties to speak more. Okay. First of all, I welcome you all for the bank branch audit seminar. It's being the first session after Kavita has taken over as a Chikasa chairperson. As she said, she's planned a lot of programs for you. Very cheerful and very dynamic chairperson. She planned up a lot of program. Only thing you should strengthen her plans by joining your hands. Come forward, being in the committee, because what we all plan is just for you, for your development and growth. Because how you all actively participate in Sikasa Speakers Forum, same way you have to participate in Sikasa programs too. When you come forward, we can plan. See, that's what she is planning to have a national conference. It's not a small event. This we are doing it after maybe 6 to 8 years. Last we did in 14-15. After that, we are requesting to have this Sikasa conference, national conference. It's a great event to host because across India students will participate in this program. Come to this banks audit seminar. How many of you already done bank audit in your articleship? How many of you? You can raise your hands. Only one, two. You are boss, sir. Okay. It's a very interesting, very short duration, maybe max to max 1 week or 10 days you will be participating in that bank audit seminar. But it's worth attending, and you can have a lot of learning from this audit because you can know how a bank customer will apply for loan, what is the procedure, how they will open account, what is the procedure of accounts opening, how they charge interest, waiving off, documentation. They will allow you to verify original documents those are loan taken. Nobody will allow you to see their original documents, but you have all the rights to see all those documents. They will take you to the currency chest. You can see bundle of notes and coins. Okay. If you as a layman, as a customer, if you go, they will allow you into the currency chest. No. It is so interesting, but you have to learn. You can learn a lot of things. How banks will work, how many advances. Many times I have seen students will go for bank audit. They after coming back from what is the advances in that bank, they will be scratching their head because they will not be knowing what is the advance of bank, because our fees also calculated based on the advances, but we will not be knowing what is the advances. Okay. Those are the key points. You have to go through the balance sheet. It will not be like regular balance sheet like company, private limited company balance sheet. it will be little different. You should analyze. See, even everything you cannot, once you are in audit, but you see how they, when manual was there, bank audit, we used to tally each ledger from to the trial balance. Now everything is tallied, they will give tally trial balance. Even though you have to work on that, you have to see what is the entries has come, how they are tally, because now is all core banking system. All the banks are driven by the core banking system, all command driven. You should sit in front of the system, you should ask managers, nothing to hesitate. You will be there 7 days, no? The royal treatment. Whatever you ask, they will explain you. After that, if you go, nothing. They will not allow you to enter inside also. But when you should enjoy. You ask whatever queries, whatever silly you think, nothing to worry. You ask their manager or any other bank staff, and it will be a great learning. Hope this session, especially all the 4 speakers and including our chief guest, they are experts in bank audits. They will give the insight of the bank audits. You will learn a lot. It's a value addition to your knowledge kitty. With saying that, happy learning to you all. Once again, happy learning. Welcome you all. OTMs.
Thank you so much, sir, for your beautiful words. I would take this opportunity to also welcome Tupat sir, being the Bangalore branch member. We are pleased to have you here, sir. Now, I would like to request CA Shripad sir to address the gathering and introduce the chief guest.
Happy morning, everyone. A grand welcome to today's seminar. It is my privilege to introduce today's chief guest, CA Ananda Krishna. He is a BCom graduate from Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati, qualified as a CA in 1988 and practicing since then. He is a partner at SRRK Sharma Associates, Chartered Accountants, Bangalore. His area of specialization is in auditing, statutory audit and internal and taxation as well. As an educational qualification, he is a BCom graduate, FCA and DISA. From the audit experience perspective, his core areas are banking, PSUs and others. So in banking, the first one would be statutory central auditors for State Bank of India, 3 terms, Indian Overseas Bank, 1 term. Statutory branch auditors of Canara Bank, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Indian Overseas Bank, ING Vaishya Bank, Union Bank of India. Concurrent auditors for RBI, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India, Canara Bank, Vijaya Bank, SBM, IDBI and SIDBI. Revenue auditors for branches of Bank of India. Stock audit for branches of SBI and Bank of India. Review audit for branches of Bank of India, United Bank of India, SBI. Information system audit for PNB branches. Statutory audit of Kolar Chikballapur, DCC Bank, NABARD. And once we come to the PSUs, statutory auditors for MRPL, KBJNL, BSNL, Karnataka Circle, KPCL, branches of BHEL, HAL, KIOCL, HMT, KMF, BEML, KSMCL, and he was also concurrent auditor for BEML, CPRI, Concur, BNP, ML, and CMTI. Other information about today's chief guest. He is ex-director of a cooperative bank. He is a speaker and coordinator at various branches of SIRC of ICAI, SICASA, faculty for Ethical Standard Board, ICI, and CCG, ICI. So this is just a brief introduction of today's chief guest, CA Ananda Krishna, sir. A grand welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Shripad sir, for introducing our chief guest. Now I request the dignitaries to light the lamp and please.
ದೇವಾದಿಗಳ್ ವಂದಿತನಹುದೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಶರಣು 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 ದೇವಾದಿಗಳ್ ವಂದಿತನಹುದೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಶರಣು 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 ಅಖಿಲ ಭುವನದೋಳು ಪೂಜಿತ ಬಕುತ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ ಸಕಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ವರದಾತ ಶಕುತನ ಹೃದಯ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ದೇವಾದಿಗಳ್ ವಂದಿತನಹುದೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಶರಣು 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 ಜನಕ ಮಾಡುವೆ ದೋಷನಾಶ ಅನುದಿನವೂ ಮತಿ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ ದೀನ ಮಹೇ ಪತಿಯ ಮನೋಭವ ಪೂರಿತ ದೇವಾದಿಗಳ್ ವಂದಿತನಹುದೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಶರಣು 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 ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you so much.
य एष सुप्तेषु जागृति य एष सुप्तेषु जागृति कामं 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 कामंशो पुरुषो निर्मिमाणः निर्मिमाणः तदेव शून्यं तदेव तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते अस्मिन् लोकः अस्मिन् लोकः सर्वे तदूनास्यति कश्चनान्यपि कश्चन एतद्द्वैत 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 एतद्द्वैत
Thank you so much, Rakshita and Rashmi, for that beautiful prayer. I also thank all the dignitaries for lighting the lamp and making this occasion with a divine power. Now I request the chief guest, CA Ananda Krishna sir, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all. Yeah, I think the strength have gone up after the divine power which has gone inside the members present here. Whenever I attend this type of seminars, it gives me a lot of pleasure. It recollects my past. I was also sitting like you there. Then they have enhanced me to as a speaker. For last 4 or 5 years, continuously, I was delivering my on bank audit seminars for the Sikasa. This year, they called me as a chief guest. So they have reduced my time. As a student, I was sitting for 8 hours. As a speaker, I was coming here for 2 hours. Now today for 20 minutes. It shows the institute is recognizing the members' qualities and their importance. This function should have been conducted without chief guest also. But they want to teach the culture. What is our culture? See, attending this seminar, having our institute motto song, and then prayer, it's all internally they are developing our culture. So, whenever there is an opportunity to attend this type of seminars, please kindly make it. Madam has explained clearly the volume of the bank process. I will add one more thing to her, this one. When actually bank audit process starts, it starts in June, July, whenever by calling MEF, multiple empanelment form, which has to be hosted by our institute. All the members who are eligible for the bank audits, they have to apply through MEF. Even though the audit starts in April, but the process starts in June itself. When this process will end, there is no end for this audit process, because bank audits, branch audits, central audit, and LFR and tax audit consolidation, it keeps go on. When it starts with MEF, all the eligible members will apply through MEF. Then it will go to the institute. Then they will scrutinize and shortlist, and then they will be forwarding to the Reserve Bank of India. Then from Reserve Bank of India, the list will go to the banks, and then from banks it will go to the branches, and then appointment letter comes, and auditors will start their audit process, complete the process, and submit their reports. After branch auditors submit the reports will go to the central auditors. Central auditors, after scrutinizing all the branch audit reports, they will finalize and submit for whole bank one final report by the central auditors. Then that will be given to the Reserve Bank of India. There is one LFR long form audit report, which is part of your today's class. Because in case of a companies, we give only independent auditors report. This LFR is unique for bank audits only. Because of the volume and the size of the sector, banking sector, Reserve Bank want to know what is exactly happening in the economy. So that is what they want to know from the branch auditors through LFR. So branch auditor will submit LFR to the central auditors. Central auditors, based on the branch audit LFR reports received, he will finalize and submit to the bank and also to the Reserve Bank of India. Based on the observations and comments what we have given in the LFR, the RBI will act what changes required in the banking sector for today's situation. So that is the strength of our long form audit report. It's a unique only for the banking sector. So you have an opportunity to express your thoughts, your ideas, your observations, your suggestions, whatever is there through LFR. After LFR, then LFR consolidation and LFR will be submitted for the whole bank to the Reserve Bank of India. And then based on this one, Reserve Bank will act. After that, even the whatever the suggestions, remarks given, like some branch auditors might have pointed out as a default accounts or willful defaulters account. So those some frauds accounts which we have detected during our audit, on all those things, Reserve Bank will be acting silently after that. After submitting the all whole bank audit reports, again Reserve Bank of India, their inspection team will go into few selected accounts for the audit. So this will not end up only by giving the branch auditor's report. It will keeps on going. So this process, Madam has explained what is the volume, what is the size. I am telling what is the longevity of this process also. As a students, I would like to give only few tips. What is exactly your principals expects from you during this branch audit? You are all the students, extended arms of your principals. Please always remember, your principals depend on you. They will only guide you. They can only guide. Basically, field work will be done by you. So you are all the extended arms of the principals. So keep that in mind and act accordingly. So this branch audit unfortunately falls in the month of April, where you will have the exams in May. So many people miss this opportunity to go for the bank audit. I had few article clerks, even after working 3 years continuously with me, they could not have an opportunity to go for a bank audit because of the examinations. Still, academic is one side, your practical training is other side. So you have to balance both of you in your student career. Once you lose the opportunity, it will not come back to you. As a student, you have got all right to do commit mistakes. You have a right, but nothing will fall on you. You are safe. But once you qualify, you commit mistake, then everything falls. So you are free to do mistakes, but not after qualifying. So once you qualified, you are forbidden from doing mistakes. Our code of conduct, professional negligence, disciplinary committee, so many things follows. You have to go to Delhi, free ticket. So, but that responsibility is not there on you now. So it is a time to do mistakes, to rectify your mistakes, and there are your principles to guide you. Once you qualify, there will not be anybody. So as a students, we expect you be updated also. When we qualified, I qualified in the year 88. The computers were not there. All manual system, manual tallying, manual this one, and the health code system was there to classify the advances. That used to be manual sheets, very lengthy. In spite of all those things, we have done the audits. Now the present day is all computerized. Everything with the click button, you get everything on your fingertips. When you go for an audit, I suggest spend few hours of your time. Initially, sit with the person who is concerned. Get yourself accustomed with the software, what is being followed in the bank. Try to be resourceful yourself, how to generate the reports by yourselves. You just spare few hours only, then all your banking, that for 6-7 days what you spend, it will be a pleasant for you. Otherwise, you depend on the bank staff for all the reports. They will take their own sweet time and they will kill your time. But whatever the little time you spare for understanding the software, for generating the software resourcefully by yourselves, will save your time a lot. That is one advice I want to give. And one more thing, whatever papers, documentation you collect, either it may be soft copies, hard copies, whatever it may be, please try to keep it in a file. Even your principal asks, give me that paper, you give him only the file. Don't take out a paper from your file. You tell him, sir, this paper. Afterwards, keep it there only. why it is required. At that particular point, that paper may not be important. But when you are finalizing the report, when you want to write something about that account, when that paper is missing, you cannot go back and ask the bank staff to provide once again that information. They will reluctant to give. So you keep whatever you collect either in soft copy or in the hard copy, keep it in the file and use it when your boss is started preparing the report. That is the one duty, as a duty you should take, and keep that papers intact till audit is completed, till you come back to your office and keep that file in the rack. Till that time you see that that is your asset, your property. Take care of those things. And third thing, you work as a team, because it is not a one-man job. It has to be worked like a team, like boss, again 3-4 article assistants, or maybe some supervisor, some senior person who will be accompanying you. You divide the work initially itself, so that duplication of work will be avoided and things will go smoothly. Another thing, one more advice, what I would like to give is, you take previous audit report for your reference only. Don't copy the things what is available in previous auditor's report. It is a very, very glaring mistake which central auditors will observe. So all reports, whatever the branch auditor will give, it goes to the central auditor. Because it is a duty of the central auditor to view all the reports and give his opinion, final opinion, this one for the whole bank. So your reports will go. Even though when branch auditor reports comes to us, by seeing the report itself, we will evaluate how far this firm has done the audit. You have to give the speaking replies, not just like that dash. For example, that section is not applicable, that clause is not applicable in your LFR. You write not applicable or not applicable to this branch. Don't write, just put the blank or one line. So this shows whether you have verified it or not, or you are silent about it, or there is some material which you want to give, you have forgotten to give. If you give right, not applicable to this branch, it takes only few minutes of your time, but it gives good impression about the branch auditor to the central auditors. So that also you should keep in mind. And you always keep the previous auditor's report as a only for reference, not for copying the contents. And today's our institute is doing lot of, even though RBI is a regulatory authority, they all depend on us. Finally, we are the people who are signing the whole bank balance sheet. So our institute is also gearing up as by conducting the seminars, by giving the guidance note in time, and what are the RBI instructions for the statutory auditors or branch auditors, how we have to go with that, and what is the time frame. It is always a complaint from the branch auditors stating that the time limit given by for the audit is very, very less. Yes, it is less, but we have to gear up to the situation. Gearing up to the situation, coming and rising to the occasion is one of the best qualities a chartered accountant should possess. You cannot say that you have given less time, I could not do. The limited time, put more resources, put more time, put more your technical skills, how to take the information, how to jot down, how to evaluate, how to make it, how to use it for your report. You have to be fast enough to do that. Then only it will show our significance for in the bank audit. That is one thing. Another thing, make use of our institute resources fully. One is guidance note issued by our institute. That is the Bible for us. Any issue that comes, please first refer to guidance note. Then discuss with your principal. Still you are not able to this one. There is an empanelment and there is a panel of auditors who have been identified by our institute for any clarifications which you can sort through mails. Still you could not able to get, then you call your phone of, you call to your friends, discuss in your forums, and then take a call. So this is one kind, make use of the maximum guidance note by our institute. And for the prudential norms classification, 1st July 2015, one master circular issued by Reserve Bank of India. That is the Bible for our classification of advances. Of course, in today's seminar, other speakers will be taking the classes on that. I'm only just giving a hint what to be referred. So that is the Bible. If you read that, it is a 95% of you will find solution for your any queries that you get. Next to that, our guidance note. Next to that, your principles. So make use of all these three resources available from our institute, and also attending this type of seminars wherever possible. In one day, what you spare for your seminar, you cannot gain this much knowledge even if you read 10 days. This is my experience, my own experience. So kindly make use of all the resources given by our institute, and be alert, work like a team. And there are two ways we can come to a conclusion. One is rule-based judgment. Another one is, rule-based conclusion, judgment-based conclusion. In the case of a rule-based conclusions, there is no right to anybody, including RBI governor has no right. When there is a rule, 90 days norm, 90 days norm. Even RBI governor come and tell, hey, you take 91 days for this case. No question. There is a judgment based on the circumstances of the case. Sometimes there may be fraud case. In your feeling, you may feel it is a fraud, but the banker may come out with some documentation stating that it is not a fraud. Such case, you have to apply your judgment, where you have to take help of your principles, your institute guidelines note, and the other material available at this one. So like this, you have to take care of all the issues what comes up in the bank audit. So with this, I thank the management for giving me this and calling me as a chief guest for today's seminar. Thank you very much, and thank you the students. Wish you all happy bank audit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for telling the process and other aspect about the audit. And regarding the statement which you made, as a student, we are free to make mistake, but not after qualifying. I remembered what my father had told. Like, we can make 100 different mistakes and learn from them. Better not to repeat same mistake 100 times. Thank you so much, sir.
Now, I would like to request CA Pramod sir to felicitate and give his vote of thanks.
Oh, very good morning to all the students and dignitaries. On behalf of SICASA, Bangalore branch of SISC, I am glad to be standing here to express my vote of thanks to our chief guest, CA Ananda Krishna, for accepting our invitation and for being here with us today. Your insights on the branch audit process has truly enlightened the students. Thank you for setting the context of today's seminar. Thank you, sir. I would request the dignitary on the dais to felicitate our chief guest. Thank you. Over to MC.
Thank you, sir. We would request Kavita ma'am to give a token of gratitude for Srinivas sir as well. Thank you so much, sir and madam. I would request you all to get off the dais so that we go ahead with the sessions. And we would like to hand over it to Apurva and Bhavana to take over the technical.